Olympic 100-meter bronze medalist Fred Kerley tased by the Miami police force during arrest. Plus, Mushet's Shanoya Douglas opens her 200-meter 2025 season with a blistering time. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, are you ready? Yep, good to go. Well, if you didn't watch the first video, let me say it now. Happy 2025. You and yours and those you love, as I will be, in mine and those I love will be blessed and highly favored. This is going to be a great year for us all. So let's get into this. We were just speaking about this young lady. I have declared, for me personally, that in terms of the juniors, the find out of Jamaica for the 2024 season in terms of women's sprints, 400, 200 and 100 meters is none other than Mushet's Shanoya Douglas. Douglas had an incredible 2024 season. Let's face it, closing out with an epic third place bronze medal run in the world under 20 women's 200 meter finals against two Olympians nonetheless. So she sparkled throughout the 2024 season. And today at the JC Sprint Fest, she sparkled again in the finals of the 200 meters in her first official run for the junior 2025 track and field season. She was incredible. Now, we're using a very small splice here. You can't see the entire thing because our crew wasn't there, but it gives you a clear understanding of how she dominated in this race. Shanoya Douglas is going to be insane this year based on what we're seeing. So we are unable to get the official time, but I can tell you that the flash time was 23.60, and based on what I've been told by persons who was there, that was pretty close to the actual time that she ran. And for your first race for the 2024 season at age 17, that is an insane freaking time. Insane. So super excited to see what Shanoya Douglas is going to bring forth for the 2024 season. But listen, there's Dockery, there are others, okay? There is Theana Lee Terrelong and others. So this is not going to be a walk in the park. But like I said, for me, she's my junior find for the 2024 season. That's none other than Shanoya Douglas of Mushet High.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
World Athletics shared their 2025 calendar. And it looks like it's going to be great. And let me specify, this is indoors. So they write Happy New Year in 2025. World Athletics Indoor Tour is about to start. 9 meets across 3 countries. Here's a handy save the dates so you don't miss any of the action. And you know we're not going to be missing the action, people. So the first indoor event will be on the 25th of January, the Ashtana Indoor Meet. Then there's in Belgrade, the Belgrade Indoor Meet, the 29th. That's my Earth Strong, people. That's my birthday. The 2nd of February, New Balance Indoor Grand Prix. Then the Czech Indoor Gala on the 4th of February. The 7th of February is the International Indoor Meet. The 8th of February, Milrose Games. The 13th, Meeting de France. The 16th of February, the current Copernicus Cup, and the 28th of February will be the World Indoor Tour Gold Madrid. So save the dates. You know we're going to be covering this. Super excited about it. Indoors wasn't awesome for us last year in 2024, but we did walk away with a bronze medal in the men's 60 meters indoor championship with, of course, the remarkable Akeem Blake. Now, Okay, so word is now. You know what? Let me rewind a little bit. We're about to share a video, and let me just say that if you are queasy, if it's hard for you to see persons being abused, don't watch the video. Just listen to the audio. But it says it. The bronze medalist from this year's Paris Olympic Games in the men's 100 meters, Fred Kerley of the United States, was, well, I think he's facing assault charges and was remanded into custody, if my memory serves me correctly. But I'm going to get into the details. But we're going to show you a little bit of what happened, and then I'm going to explain. Fred Kerley, this pile of policemen and women, about 4 or 5 of them are on top of Fred Kerley. So that's where we're going to start the video.
Stop! Stop! You didn't do anything! You didn't do anything!
You ain't resisting.
Stop! 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 Stop!
Hey, I'm gonna tase him.
Stop! 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 Hey! Stop! 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 You didn't do anything! You didn't do anything!
You ain't resisting.
Stop!
So they let him stand up to tase him. But I should be laughing, you know, because really this is not a situation to laugh over, and I'm not sure what's going on. So let's look at the TMZ report as to what happened to Fred Kerley in this scenario. The Olympic sprinter Fred Kerley was tased while being detained by police, according to the video obtained by TMZ. On Thursday, January the 2nd, the video shows a heated confrontation unfolding between Miami Beach police officers and Kerley, 29, who won a bronze medal in the 100 meters dash for Team USA at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games at around 11:22 p.m. An incident report states that Kerley allegedly approached the officers in an aggressive demeanor while expressing concern about his nearby parked car. At one point during the encounter, Kerley appeared to push an officer, prompting several law enforcement officials to wrestle the Olympian to the ground. One officer deployed his taser on Kerley before others put him in handcuffs. A video obtained by TMZ shows Kerley yelling at the officers, calling them weak, as he's taken to a nearby jail. Kerley was booked in the early hours of Friday, January 3rd, morning on several charges, including battery on a police officer. That's a serious charge, by the way. The decorated athlete, who won a silver medal at the Tokyo Olympics, is set to face a judge over the charges. It's unclear when his court date is.
Became aggressive with him at some point and was asked to leave the area, but then he refused. Officers say they had no choice but to call in backup. They even used a stun gun to take him into custody.
Now this, of course, is my 2 cents. I was brought up to believe that there are 2 sides to all stories, and in truth, there's your side, my side, and then there's the truth. The truth is often a combination of both your side and my side. Unfortunately, the members of the police force in the United States, of course, you know, they're human beings, and one has to concede that they're people. But I've never understood why it would take 3 or 4 or 5 persons, big burly officers with guns on them and tasers, to hold on one person. I mean, if that's then clearly these people need to work out. Something is off. And what I just saw is that they were on top of the athlete, and then they let him up, and then they tased him. In other words, they could have handcuffed him right there on the ground. So that alone is suspect. Now, I know some of you are going to say, of course, the police have a right to defend themselves, and I agree. I concede that. But I'm just saying we are to believe that this Olympic athlete, who is world-renowned, approached these officers out of the blue and just verbally assaulted them and then pushed one of them. That is nonsensical. No person of his hue, of his descent, is going to do that to a group of officers in America of their hue. No one is going to do that unless they're on drugs or they're mentally ill. And I don't get the impression that Fred Kerley is high. Now, I'm not taking his side. Like I said, I'm not sure what happened, but I suspect it's a combination of factors. And I guess when he has his day in court, hopefully we will hear what really happened. Now, the fact is, these charges are serious charges, people. These are no joke charges. Assaulting a police officer, regardless of where you are in the world, is a serious charge. In fact, I read somewhere that one of them was battery of the police, and those are serious charges. So this could devolve into something not pleasant. Now, should he have approached officers like that? I don't know if he did. I don't know what happened. None of us really knows what happened. What I saw in that video says to me, 4 or 5 big, massive human beings, all of these people look like they're well over 200 pounds, were sitting on this young man. They let him up and then they tased him. And they could have handcuffed him right there on the ground. Right there on the ground. They must know what they're doing. I don't know their training. I'm not a police officer. But I find it hard to believe that young Mr. Kerley would have jeopardized his entire career, his life's work, by verbally and physically assaulting people who had guns on them. I don't know if anyone in their right mind is going to do that. Of course, I'm going to say it again. The officers must have their version of the story. It's going to be 5 police officers to him. And I guess hopefully, they will release body cam footage. We'll be able to see everything that happened and we'll see what happened rationally. But just looking on rationally, Fred Kerley would have to be mentally insane. No disrespect, man. I mean, something would have to have gone really wrong with him psychologically for him to approach these big, burly officers who are heavily armed. They look like they're ready to fight a war, and attempt to verbally assault and push one of them. So, I mean, there must be something else happening here that we're just not aware of. And of course, if that did happen, then the police, of course, would have a right to defend themselves. That's just facts. No matter who you are, you have a right to defend yourself. But, you know, I'm taking all of this with not a grain of salt, but buckets of salt. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I hope we get this resolved and we find out what really happens. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless up!